All right, here's a condition check video of my Pioneer SX-950. I got this about a week ago on one of our used rags here, usedvictoria.com, I think it is where I got it. A guy had listed this, and looks like it came out of a frat house, so it was in pretty rough shape. Well, the case was in pretty rough shape, which you can see here, and it was all cracked. And all kinds of veneer was chipped off of it and just beat up. So basically what I did was I took the metal plate off and I rebuilt another one. So here it is drying. I just put the last coat of inside urethane on. All the outside has been done for a couple days now, so it's nice and dry and hard. And I've got it on these little Q-tips just to keep it, well, I had it on these Q-tips just to keep it off the paper mat so it wouldn't pick anything up. Anyway, it's all looking good, and you can see that's kind of like the ultimate finish that it's going to be. And then I'm going to, there's some scratches on the metal piece here, so what I'm going to do is clean that really good with a solvent and then spray paint it nice and black to match, and that should look all new again, and then plunk it back in and put it onto the receiver. So the receiver is in playing condition. So when I got it, I did a test on the porch of the guy's house, COVID rules in place, and brought out a pair of speakers, flipped it on, and we went through some of the controls and everything, and yeah, it works. There are some issues with lights, but that's not a problem. I've got a whole bunch of parts and everything on kits, or on online, so they're starting to trickle in. I'm still waiting for my big Mauser order to come in with all the capacitors and problematic transistor replacements and some trimmers. Well, I got the trimmers here. So there's the light kit. It's going to be LEDs, so I don't have to worry about burning out lamps anymore. I got some trimmers, and I did get some stuff in from Newark, which seems to deliver here in Canada much quicker than Mauser does. And so I got those ones that I couldn't get on Mauser through Newark, and then I forgot to order some diodes, so I got some diodes in as well. And that'll fix up the protection board, I believe. There's a little shunt that you can do on these things to prevent backflow of energy back to the protection board and save everything. So anyway, in really good nick. Here are the trimmers I believe I'm going to be replacing, and of course all the capacitors and not all the transistors, but the ones that are known to be problematic. So and of course protect the relay. So powered on, and you'll hear the relay click. There we go, working good. Some lights burnt out, so we've got the these are obviously replaced because they shed the fittings and then they just soldered them in. So, but I will be replacing those with LEDs as well. And then some of the input lights are burnt. So, for instance, AM is working, FM light is burnt. Phono works, Phono 1 works, Phono 2, auxiliary does not. And then same with speakers, only speaker B works. So all those lights will be replaced. We'll go to auxiliary. The tone control is a bit clunky. Just needs to probably be exercised. And of course I'll be cleaning out all the switches. Right now I've done nothing to it, so the controls are what they are. The volume control, when I checked it out, was a little scratchy, but I've been exercising it and it seems to be good now. So we've got a little tune to throw on just to test it out. I've got it hooked up to my garage system here. That's all stuff I've rebuilt myself. All these Dynaco kits I've completely gutted and redid the PAT4, the FM5, and did all the transistors and capacitors in the amplifier there. And same with my Thorns turntable. I've resurrected that one from the grave. So we're going to play the receiver through these Dynaco A25s that I re-veneered at one point a long time ago. It was my first veneer project, not a very good one, but I'm getting better at it. I don't profess to be an expert, but anyway, so this is Astrocolor. It's a friend of mine is in this band. I've got a number of their albums, but you can see the tone controls are a little bit scratchy, but you can see it sounds really nice. See, the volume control is not scratchy anymore, so we'll clean that out anyway with some deoxit. And there's your balance, so both channels are working good. Loudness control, not noisy. Again, all these switches are, all the switches and the knobs and everything, they're all full of fingerprints and all that stuff. The faceplate needs a good cleaning up. There is a few little marks that you can see on the top, but nothing too serious. The front is really in great shape. The glass is intact, which is good. There is a little bit of a smile right there, which is kind of, how do you put a smile like that into the glass without cracking it? Anyway, it's the glass is intact, but you can see it's like a little flake of glass that came off it. So I'll toy with maybe putting a replacement in there, but you can't actually see it. So anyway, we'll check that out and see what we can do there. And it's going to be a fun project. See if FM. I haven't really played with the FM yet. I think I did on the porch.
A community voting center.
There you go.
4 hours are 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. weekends. Rentals include kayaks, rowboats, and paddleboards.
And typically I don't really get good reception in here, so without an antenna, it's just the built-in antenna, it's actually working pretty good. So I put an external antenna on and I think it'll work much better. So I'm pulling some good stations. Yeah, that one's got a little more signal there. So there you go. Actually quite happy with the overall condition, and we will be over the coming weeks tearing this baby apart one board at a time. We're going to start with the output board, and do all of the caps and necessary transistors there. Get that one set up, and then do all of the other, like the tuner board, and all the other boards are underneath. You've got the tone control board and the protection board, a number of other input boards, phono boards, and all that stuff. So yeah, looking forward to this fun project. So thank you for watching, and I will do another update once I'm further along. I'll probably do some filming of doing the actual swap out of the components on the boards, which I've done with my Dynaco systems and the like. So for those that are interested and wanting to undertake a project like this themselves. I got the cap list basically off of Audio Karma. There's a number of really good threads on there that tell you what components to get. You go through Mauser to order the parts. Sometimes you have to find good substitutes, and that's where the trick is, to make sure you get the proper substitutes. So yeah, we'll mark the progress of this and keep everybody up to date. Thank you for watching.